everybody. There are a lot of spooky things coming to Netflix this season, and I already made a video about all of the spooky movies that are coming to Netflix. If you haven't seen that yet, check it out. I always forget which side the button's on, but it's one of these. It's up there. But in this video, I'm gonna be talking about all of the series that are coming to Netflix. But before I get into the new series that are coming to Netflix, there are two older series that are coming to Netflix, and that is Hotel Del Luna Season 1, which I have not seen yet, but it looks incredible. And Are You Afraid of the Dark Season 1. But you know what that is, so I won't get into it. So let's talk about the new Netflix originals coming to Netflix this Halloween season. The first series that I have to talk about is Midnight Mass. Y'all, I'm so excited for this series. This is a show from Mike Flanagan, aka the creator of The Haunting of Hill House, one of the greatest Netflix original series of all time. Also one of the spookiest things I've ever seen, so like I'm very excited for this one to spook my pants off. Midnight Mass is the tale of a small isolated island community whose existing divisions are amplified by the return of a disgraced young man and the arrival of a charismatic priest, and his arrival coincides with unexplained and seemingly miraculous events, and so a renewed religious fervor takes hold of the entire community, but these miracles come at a price. But I have loved the Haunting series. I am so excited to see what he brings to this show. I literally cannot wait. It comes out tomorrow for me. So for you, it's already out, and I hope you've already watched it. And if you haven't, you should, because I've heard nothing but great things about it, and I'm so freaking excited. Next up, we have a series called Squid Game, which is a Korean series that looks absolutely bonkers. Basically, there is a mysterious invitation to join this game, the Squid Game, and it is sent to people who are in dire need of money. 456 participants from all walks of life are locked into a secret location where they play games in order to win 45.6 million won. Every game is a Korean traditional children's game, such as red light, green light, but the consequences of losing is death. So you follow along to see who is gonna be the winner and what the actual purpose behind this game is. I haven't watched this, but I've watched the trailer and it looks freaking nuts, and I wanna watch it so bad. It sounds so interesting. So that is Squid Game, and that is available on Netflix right now. Next up, we have The Chestnut Man. The Chestnut Man is a Danish series from the creator of The Killing, and it is set in a quiet suburb of Copenhagen where the police make a terrible discovery on a blustery October morning. Spooky. A young woman is found brutally murdered in a playground, and one of her hands is missing. And next to her lies a small man made of chestnuts. So an ambitious young detective named Naya is assigned to the case along with her new partner Mark, and they soon discover a mysterious piece of evidence on the Chestnut Man, evidence connecting it to a girl who went missing a year earlier and was presumed dead, and is also the daughter of a local politician. This one looks super spooky and weird and grim, and I'm so excited to watch it. It really reminds me of Dark, which is another very spooky Netflix show that you should definitely watch. Oh my god. This one comes to Netflix September 29th, so depending on when you're watching this, it may or may not be out already. And the last show that I want to talk about coming to Netflix very soon is You Season 3. You is such an interesting show to me because I don't really think it's very good, but I'm so into it. Like, I don't know if I'm just hate watching it at this point or if it's really actually good writing. Like it keeps me hooked. It keeps me interested. Like, I want to know what's happening at all times. But Joe, the main character, is so, like, you just have to laugh at him. If you've watched the show, you know what I'm talking about. He's like an absolute psychopath, but he's also weirdly likable. Like, he's not likable because he's a murderer, but like he's likable. You know what I mean? He's kind of funny. Some of the stuff he says, you're like, well, you're not wrong. Like, he makes some valid commentary about people. It's very cynical, it's very jaded, pretty messed up, but it's like weirdly entertaining. I don't know. I'm like kind of excited to see where season 3 goes, especially because if you watch season 2, it was wild, and I truly do not know how they're going to keep this story going. I'm actually a really big fan of the book. I think it's a really good book, the first one. The sequel is not very good, which is probably why season 2 wasn't nearly as good as season 1. Season 3, judging by the trailer, looks absolutely nuts, but I mean, That's what this show is. So in season 3, Joe and Love are now married, raising their baby, and they moved into a balmy Northern California enclave of Madre Linda, where they are surrounded by privileged tech entrepreneurs, judgmental mommy bloggers, and insta-famous biohackers. Joe's favorite people. I can't wait to see him rip them apart. Metaphorically, not literally. Well, actually, no, I am looking forward to that. Yes. But Joe is committed to his new role as a husband and a dad, but he fears Love's lethal impulsiveness. And then, of course, he has a new conquest. Are we shocked? Is anyone shocked? He falls for the woman living next door. Joe, you're going in circles, man. So now he's in this picture-perfect marriage with the woman that he loves, and he's falling for the woman next door, and I don't really know what's gonna happen, but that's the setup for season 3, and it sounds crazy, and I can't wait to watch it. If you haven't watched You, I wanna say I recommend it. It's not like a work of merit, like it's not a masterpiece or anything, but it's very entertaining. I think if you're a fan of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, stay with me. If you pretend Joe is Dennis, it's fantastic. They are weirdly very similar characters, and it makes it a lot more like a comedy if you pretend that he's Dennis. If you've watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I digress. That is it for this video. Those are the shows that are coming to Netflix this spooky season that I'm excited to watch. So let me know in the comments below which ones you're excited to see, or if there's anything that I missed. I know there's a lot of stuff on Netflix and I can't keep up with it. I feel like they're just pumping stuff out one after the other. It is definitely the season of streaming, which is awesome. Like, I kind of love it, but also it is the death of me. It's the bane of my existence because all I do is binge watch things all the time. I just started watching the new season of Sex Education and I cannot stop, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm also still watching Mad Men, which is the show that never ends, but I just am so invested. But that's neither here nor there and not the point of this video, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Steph Koza, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.